Man, I've been totally hooked on the Predator franchise forever, and let me tell you, the lore behind Yautja society is just mind-blowing. But nothing gets me more pumped than the mysterious Predator King, hands down the coolest part of it all. This dude sits at the top of the Yautja's wild, complex social ladder, and to me, he's the ultimate symbol of their honor, traditions, and insane hunting skills. The Predator King is like a legend wrapped in shadows, and I'm in awe of how he's earned mad respect with thousands of years of experience and a trophy collection from the galaxy's toughest beasts. With the Predator universe exploding across comics, collectibles, and that epic upcoming animated anthology, Predator, Killer of Killers, and the live-action movie Predator Badlands, I can't get enough of the hype around this guy. So I'm diving deep into who the Predator King is, what makes him so special in Yautja society, and how he stands out from other predators, and what awesome powers and perks come with being the ultimate boss of the hunt. Let's begin! Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin.
To prove themselves worthy to carry the mark.
The Predator King, unmatched supreme ruler of the Yautja hierarchy. Before understanding the Predator King, one must first grasp the societal framework of the Yautja. Their civilization is predominantly tribal, organized into numerous clans, each with its own territory, traditions, and hunting grounds. The foundation of their culture is the hunt itself, a sacred rite that defines their status, purpose, and spiritual fulfillment. An intricate honor code dictates their actions. They hunt only challenging prey, typically armed, and will not target the unarmed, sick, or pregnant unless provoked. Defeat often means ritualistic self-destruction to prevent their technology from falling into unworthy hands and to preserve their honor. At the very pinnacle of this hierarchy stands the Predator King, also known as the Grand Elder, who serves as the supreme leader of the Yautja race. Unlike elders who typically lead individual clans, the Predator King assumes the monumental responsibility of overseeing multiple clans engaged in hunts across dedicated regions of space. This position represents not merely administrative authority, but the culmination of centuries of hunting excellence and leadership experience. Within the intricate web of Yautja society, younger predators progress through a series of ranks, beginning as younglings before advancing to young blood, blooded, elite, and eventually elder status. Only the most exceptional among the elders, those who have demonstrated unmatched hunting prowess and leadership abilities over centuries or even millennia, can ascend to the rarefied position of Predator King. This progression underscores the meritocratic nature of Yautja society, where status is earned through demonstrated skill rather than inherited privilege. The King's authority extends beyond mere ceremonial leadership. As the Grand Elder, the Predator King holds decision-making power over interclan disputes, hunting ground allocations, and even declares entire planets suitable hunting preserves. This level of authority grants the king significant influence over Yautja expansion across the galaxy and the species' interaction with potential prey, including humans. The far-reaching implications of these decisions highlight the king's pivotal role in shaping the future and survival of the predator race as a whole. While clan leaders and elders command significant respect within Yautja society, the Predator King exists in an entirely different echelon of authority. Clan leaders typically oversee a single clan, managing hunts and maintaining discipline within that specific group. In contrast, the Predator King's domain encompasses numerous clans across vast stretches of space, representing a galactic-level leadership role rather than a localized one. This expansive jurisdiction demands a broader strategic vision and deeper understanding of interstellar hunting territories. The physical trappings of power also markedly differentiate the king from other high-ranking Yautja. While clan leaders may possess distinctive horned biohelmets and ceremonial capes, the Predator King's regalia transcends these symbols, with far more elaborate and ornate embellishments. The king's armor features intricate detailing that speaks to centuries of hunting experience across countless worlds, each design element potentially commemorating significant hunts or conquered prey. These visual markers of status serve as immediate signifiers to other Yautja of the king's unassailable position in their society. Perhaps most visibly, the Predator King distinguishes himself through his iconic throne, often constructed from the remains of his most prestigious kills. Where clan leaders might display individual trophies, the king's throne, frequently incorporating the skull of an alien queen, represents the ultimate symbol of hunting mastery and dominance. This throne serves not merely as seating, but as a physical manifestation of the king's accumulated hunting prowess and the legitimacy of his rule over all Yautja clans. A king would also be the custodian of the deepest secrets and most sacred traditions of the Yautja, possessing knowledge passed down through millennia. A king must possess not only martial skill, but also the intellect and presence to lead and inspire loyalty among a species of apex predators, often depicted as larger and more physically imposing than other Yautja, their bodies scarred from countless battles, and their dreadlocks exceptionally long and adorned, signifying immense age and countless victories. Predator King's unique weaponry and technology. The Predator King's arsenal transcends the already impressive standard equipment of elite Yautja hunters. While all predators utilize advanced technology like plasma casters, wrist blades, and cloaking devices, the king possesses ancient and unique weapons representing the pinnacle of Yautja craftsmanship. The iconic Yautja greatsword, rarely seen among ordinary hunters, serves as both ceremonial symbol and devastating weapon in the king's hands. These ancestral weapons often incorporate materials and technologies from civilizations long extinct, preserved only in the king's personal collection. The staff carried by the Predator King represents perhaps his most distinctive weapon, incorporating elements from various cultures encountered during his reign. Unlike the utilitarian weapons of ordinary hunters, this staff serves multiple functions: ceremonial scepter, devastating weapon, and historical record of the king's extensive travels and conquests. The design elements woven into this staff reference different experiences and prey species the king has encountered, serving as both practical tool and symbolic representation of his unmatched hunting experience. In recent depictions, the Predator King has shown the capacity to incorporate alien technologies into his arsenal, most notably in the Marvel crossover, where he wields weapons enhanced with vibranium. This willingness to adopt and adapt superior technologies from conquered species demonstrates pragmatic leadership rather than rigid traditionalism, particularly explaining how the king maintains technological superiority over millennia of rule. The Predator series has so many cool hidden stories across comics, movies, and other media that exposes us to different Predator Kings. Each one feels special and gives us a peek into the wild ways this top dog rules the Yautja world. Let's break those stories down for you so that you get an idea of what we're dealing with. Colatka, the Ancient Commander. Among the most well-documented Predator Kings in the expanded universe material stands Colatka, the millennia-old leader featured prominently in the Rage War trilogy. Colatka exemplifies the diplomatic dimension of the king's role, demonstrating unprecedented strategic vision by forging an alliance with colonial marines to combat the existential threat posed by the Rage and their xenomorph allies. This decision, extraordinary in Predator lore, reveals the pragmatic leadership required at the highest levels of Yautja society, where survival of the species sometimes necessitates cooperation with former prey. Kolatka's characterization emphasizes the wisdom accumulated over thousands of years of existence, allowing him to recognize threats requiring responses beyond traditional hunting approaches. As a leader who commanded universal respect among predators, Colatka represents the ideal of the Predator King, powerful enough to enforce his will through combat if necessary, but wise enough to recognize when diplomatic solutions better serve Yautja interests. This balance of strength and strategy provides valuable insight into how the king maintains authority over a species defined by individual hunting prowess. The specific talents and abilities that elevated Colatka to his position remain somewhat mysterious, though his longevity alone, surviving thousands of years in a culture where violent death represents an occupational hazard, speaks to exceptional combat skills and political acumen. His legacy demonstrates that the Predator King role encompasses far more than individual hunting prowess. It requires the vision to lead an entire species through existential challenges while preserving core values and practices. The Black Panther Adversary. A particularly notable Predator King appeared in Marvel's Predator vs. Black Panther crossover, commanding an orbital castle and directing his son's efforts to acquire vibranium from Wakanda. This king demonstrated the strategic planning and patience characteristic of truly ancient Yautja, recognizing the value of vibranium not merely as a trophy, but as a technological resource capable of elevating predator hunting capabilities. His willingness to commit significant resources to this acquisition reveals the forward-thinking mindset required of a successful Predator King. This incarnation emphasized the dynastic aspects sometimes attributed to the Predator King position, with multiple sons participating in the campaign against Wakanda under their father's direction. This family structure suggests potential hereditary elements to royal status, though likely still requiring each generation to prove themselves worthy through exceptional hunting achievements. The competition between brothers for their father's approval provides insight into potential succession mechanisms within royal Yautja hierarchies. In the upcoming Predator Kills the Marvel Universe series, a Predator King armed with vibranium technology will launch a full-scale invasion of Earth, claiming the planet as a dedicated hunting preserve. This unprecedented escalation from individual hunts to planetary annexation demonstrates the strategic authority wielded by the king, who can designate entire worlds for Yautja use. This development suggests that the Predator King's role continues evolving in contemporary media, expanding from background figure to primary antagonist, driving major narrative elements. Prince and other royal Yautja. The character simply known as Prince in the Alien vs. Predator 2 Primal Hunt expansion represents one of the earliest explicit references to Predator royalty in the franchise. As the son of an unseen king, Prince arrived on LV-1201 in response to a distress signal, commanding a ship described as more elegant and royal in design than standard Yautja vessels. This distinctive aesthetic reinforces the visual markers separating royal predators from ordinary hunters, with technological resources reflecting their elevated status. Prince's storyline suggests the potential path to kinship requires proving oneself through increasingly challenging hunts. Having survived his mission on LV-1201, the character was positioned to eventually succeed his father as king, though this narrative thread remained unexplored in subsequent media. This glimpse into succession planning provides valuable context for understanding how leadership transformations might occur within Yautja royal structures, suggesting merit-based advancement even within dynamic frameworks. The Predator Queen, or matriarch, represents another significant royal figure, described as the counterpart and mate to the Predator King. Earlier Predator lore suggested a matriarchal society, with females being physically larger and more dominant. The matriarch reportedly resolves on-world issues, while the king or clan leader handles off-world matters, suggesting a potential division of royal responsibilities. This partnership model adds complexity to our understanding of Predator leadership structures beyond simple hierarchical arrangement. The Predator King's throne and symbolic power. Perhaps no single object symbolizes the Predator King's authority more than his distinctive throne, typically constructed from the remains of his most prestigious kills. The incorporation of a xenomorph queen's skull features prominently in multiple descriptions, representing conquest of the most dangerous species known to the Yautja hunters. The trophy display serves multiple functions, commemorating legendary hunts, intimidating potential challengers, and establishing visual proof of the king's unmatched hunting prowess. The XM Studios collectible expands on this concept with a cybernetic throne that integrates technology alongside biological trophies. This technological element suggests the throne serves practical functions beyond simple seating, potentially incorporating command systems, communication technologies, or monitoring capabilities that extend the king's awareness across his domain. The integration of function and symbolism reflects the practical leadership approach required at the highest levels of Predator society. In Marvel's Predator vs. Black Panther storyline, the Predator King commands from an orbital castle, suggesting his throne may be part of a larger mobile command unit, rather than remaining fixed on a single word. This mobility aligns with the nomadic hunting culture of predators, while providing the infrastructure necessary for overseeing multiple clans across vast distances. The tension between traditional trophy display and practical government requirements manifests physically in these evolving throne concepts, reflecting the dual nature of the king's role both as hunter and leader. Age and longevity of the Predator King. The Predator King's age represents one of his most distinctive characteristics, with sources consistently describing kings as millennia-old beings whose experience spans countless generations of ordinary hunters. This extreme longevity raises intriguing questions about Yautja biology and the potential mechanisms enabling such extended lifespans. While ordinary predators can clearly enjoy longer lives than humans, the king's multi-millennium existence suggests either biological specialness or technological inventions enabling significantly extended lifespans. Kalatka from the Rage War trilogy provides the most specific age reference, described as thousands of years old, while still serving as an active and formidable leader. This extreme age comes with accumulated wisdom that ordinary predators cannot match, having witnessed the rise and fall of numerous prey civilizations and potentially the evolution of hunting practices across Yautja history. This historical perspective provides invaluable context for leadership decisions, allowing strategies informed by patterns observable only across millennia. Increasingly, some predator lore suggests consumption of Yautja flesh and blood can extend human lifespan significantly. This biological property potentially relates to the mechanisms enabling the king's extraordinary longevity, suggesting fundamental differences in predator cellular regeneration compared to human biology. Whether the king's longevity represents natural Yautja potential realized through perfect genetic expression or artificial enhancement remains ambiguous, but the consistent emphasis on ancient age establishing this as the defining characteristic of predator royalty. Will we see Predator King and Predator Killer of Killers? The upcoming animated anthology film Predator Killer of Killers, scheduled for release on June 6, 2025, presents an intriguing potential venue for introducing the Predator King to mainstream audiences. While existing information about the film does not explicitly confirm the King's appearance, the anthology format, featuring 3 stories set in Viking times, feudal Japan, and World War II, provides perfect opportunity for showing how different historical periods perceived encounters with Yautja royalty. In the final moments of a recent trailer, a spacecraft opens to reveal an imposing Yautja that is physically huge. This Yautja's design is markedly different from the other Predators shown in the trailer, and from most seen in the franchise thus far. Given its massive size, unique and imposing appearance, and prominent reveal, many fans speculate that this could be a Yautja of exceptionally high rank, possibly a clan leader of a very powerful clan, an elder of immense nature, or even a representation of a Predator King. Its appearance in the WW2 timeline, the most recent of the 3 depicted, could also suggest an evolution or a Yautja of significant standing overseeing hunts across different eras. The presence of such a dominant and visually distinct Yautja and Predator Killer of Killers could significantly expand the lore. If this character is indeed a king or a supreme leader, the film might offer the most direct on-screen exploration of this concept to date. However, under the film's release, the exact nature remains speculative, albeit highly intriguing. When this mysterious ruler finally emerges from the shadows to claim his place in mainstream Predator lore, he will bring with him millennia of hunting wisdom, elaborate royal regalia, and the ultimate authority over the galaxy's deadliest hunters. A trustworthy addition to a franchise built on the eternal question of what makes the perfect way. This brings us to the end of this video. Hope you guys liked it. We'll catch you all in the next one. Drop us a sub if you liked our explorations of Predator King. Be safe, be marvelous. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone.